Alright guys, this is gonna be kind of a serious video. No, hold on. This is gonna be a serious video. I know I usually don't make this content on my YouTube channel, but I feel like lately I've been having issues with this. Not personally, but like with people around me, and I just really need to address it. It's a topic no one really likes to talk about it, but it needs to be addressed. And that topic is suicide. Now, I know that's a heavy thing to say and it's a heavy thing to deal with, but I know people who have been dealing with suicide lately and it's not good. You need to talk to them if they're dealing with it. You know, you don't want them to take their life. It's a very important thing. Make, make sure if anyone in your life you think is dealing with suicide, comfort them, hang out with them. Make sure that they feel loved. I actually in the way in the past actually knew a kid who was like every day at school would just talk to people and try and fit in, but no one would let him. So he decided to become a bully, pick on kids. He did it till about the 8th grade, and no one ever saw him one day, just up and vanished. So we don't know what happened. We all assumed the worst. So please, this is going to be a very, very hard video to talk about for me. But basically, I'm going to cover all the basics about suicide, how to know if someone's dealing with suicide, all that. Alright, first, how to know if someone's dealing with it. Usually, like, to know if they're dealing with it, they'll say stuff like, they'll just kind of be an outcast, not really fit in, sometimes have depressing thoughts. Like, for all you know, like, don't always assume just because they have depressing thoughts and all that they're suicidal. No. Like, don't confront them about it unless you know for a fact. Or, you know what? Screw that. Even if you think it, try. Just try. Like, try and save a life. Just, like, go up to them and comfort them. Maybe it's just a kid who's an outcast and, like, doesn't really fit in. Maybe you'll make a friend. So, like, just try and comfort them. The telltale sign to know if someone's suicidal is, like, just bullying, almost. Not just because they're being bullied, like, they'll be bullied and, like, they'll have cuts on the wrist and all that, like, if they're hurting themselves, that's a better term. If they're hurting themselves, that's like a telltale sign, something's not right, I need to talk to them. But, like, my teacher actually dealt with a student who got bullied, and she hung herself. I think, I personally actually know a person who hung themselves with a bed sheet, and, just suicide isn't a good topic, and, like, make sure that, hey, we're the new generation. We could stop it. We could keep world peace. We could be the new generation. We could go down in history as the generation that stopped bullying and suicide. I'm not saying, oh, just, try and be nice to everyone. No, I'm saying comfort one another. Be friends. Be nice. I actually used to pick on kids. But I used to call girls names. I used to do all that. But in fairness, they would call me names back, so I'd go off, And I'm trying not to do that anymore. Like, I want to be the nice kid now, I want to be the comforting one. I want to be the person that someone can go to if they're feeling rough. Suicide isn't a good thing. It never will be a good thing. You need to know that. You need to know if your friend's feeling down, comfort them. Don't just sit there. It's kind of like bullying. If you see something, don't sit there. Take action. Like, teen suicide is up. Like, it's not good. Like, let's say your friend in school, you knew that if you had just sat at lunch with him that day, or talked to him. You know, even just said hi, it would have stopped him from doing it. That's all you have to do sometimes. I'm not saying, oh, go out, get each other gifts, act, like each other even though you hate each other. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, be there for someone. Not everyone has someone to go to. Everyone needs someone to go to. Some people don't feel comfortable going to their parents. All they need is a friend to talk to. That's all they need. Like, sorry, it's just, and there's one thing you need to know. Everyone has feelings, even if they hide it. Like me, I hide mine, but I don't want people to know it. I have feelings. The names people called me, it hurt. But after the years, it just got to me. And I just became who I was, and I didn't like that person. So this summer, I decided to make a change. I decided not to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy anymore. I want to be someone different. I want to be the guy everyone can talk to. Like, I remember 8th grade. I was kind of popular, but then everything, downfall. People knew who I was. Like, I was trying to change that year, but I couldn't. I couldn't because people wouldn't give me the chance. Everyone needs a chance at life. Everyone. Even if they have the smallest chance, they can turn that into a big thing. Just know this. If your friend is having issues, please help them. That's all you have to do is help them. Like, even if it's the kid you hate the most, just talk to him. It's not that hard to just sit down and have a conversation. All you have to do is just talk about, like, what they like, what sport teams they're into, all that. Like, it's not what it's worse than people talk about what it is. It's like people always they don't get to the straight facts. People cut themselves, they burn themselves, they shoot themselves in the head, they hang themselves. Sometimes they'll even go as far as drowning themselves. Some people overdose on pills. Almost, it doesn't take much to end a life, but it takes a lot to save one. Remember that. So, if you can give just a single bit of attention, give it to them. You can save a life. You can touch someone's heart. As a matter of fact, your friend he could have a gun. He's ready to end it. He's just ready to shoot himself. He's done with life. And all you did was say, hi, how has your day been? And that kept him from doing it. That's all it takes. I'm not saying, hey, you know what, you have to be nice. You have to do this. You don't have to do anything. You choose to do it. I'm making this video because I want people to know how bad suicide is. It's not funny. It's not something to joke about. It's a serious issue that needs to be solved. Please, help your friend.